Hello, this is TheTigerwolf55, and welcome once again to my painting of werewolves by Cave Light. As you can see, we have not progressed much since the last time. In fact, I have not been able to do anything since the last live stream because of work. But now we're going to get back to it, and we're going to start to ease in some of this darker shading over here. Just taking care of some of these shadows. Because this guy over here, I think that he likes his shading. Just some soft shadows from the firelight right here. And it'll be our little secret that he likes them. And I can't keep that up. Not, no. I don't know how. I just don't know how Bob Ross was able to do that for so long. Ugh. That guy was genius. Uh, Hello, Slate Cable. How's it going? And hello to anybody else who might be watching. Yes, this is the TigerWolf55. Once again, working on this picture. Uh, Work sadly kept me from being able to progress on this at all during this weekend. But now we are going to hopefully make some good progress. Hello, Xander. That's Bob Ross. Um, and don't try and tell me. Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say, don't try and tell me that there is a typo in the title. I can see it right now. I did not mistype his name. I didn't. No, he didn't. Uh, and seriously, you don't know who Bob Ross is? Hey, Kels, how's it going? Hmm, why is that not softening up? Indeed, Bob Ross was a legend. It was really sad when he passed away. I remember watching his program sometimes on PBS. Oh, Bob Ross was a painter, an artist. Um, if you've seen the Deadpool 2 trailer, what he's doing in that trailer is a parody of Bob Ross. He was able to paint on camera, talking the entire time. He did wonderful works of art. Um, and he has one of the or had one of the most calming voices around. Seriously, that guy was amazing. Yeah, Bob Ross had that effect on people. You know what? I want to try something. I'm tired of this. Let's see if my computer will work with me on this. Give me a sec. All right. I want these comments to actually start appearing on the screen that I'm working on because I'm tired of having to repeat everything. Okay. Hello, Bloodstained Fur. How's it going? Oh, that does remind me. Uh, Give me a sec. Yes, Bob Ross did have an awesome mentality. I'm I'm sorry, Slate Cable. To whom are you referring? I don't think that you're referring to me because I don't voice for Azure Howl. And they are Azure is awesome, but I ain't in there. All right, let's clean this up. No problem. Okay, so to be honest, I don't think that I can really do much more with the lighting on the figures. Well, aside from the armor, but I'm doing that separately. So, oh, I can soften the light over here on the fingers, and then I can move over to TW. Uh, Thank you, Drew. Hopefully it will continue to look good as it goes on. Uh, Now it's time to pick up the reference. Hmm. Well, you know that's not entirely surprising, I guess. Unfortunately, some of the people who are able to deliver certain things to other people end up lacking it themselves. Okay, keeping that up for now. But this one don't need anymore. This one don't need anymore. This one is just a flip. This one's just a flip. Okay, this is the one that I need. Give me a sec. Just got to get my references in here. I probably should have downloaded these earlier, but yeah, today's been a little bit hectic, so I wasn't really thinking about it at the time. Indeed, Drew's voice acting is incredible. Look forward to his appearance in an upcoming project this summer. From what I understand, he is doing stellar. Uh, who's that directed to, Slate? Me or Drew? And for context, here's the chat once again. If it wants to show up. Thank you. I am not biased. I just speak truth. Okay. So duplicate. Drag this over. Don't need you anymore. No. And duplicate again. And you're gone. No. Darn it. You'd think I'd be better at aiming right now with all the playing of Dark Souls that I've been trying to do. Oh well. Get these out here. Delete you. And delete you. Okay. Aw, come on, Drew. I bet that they won't really get jealous. They just say that because they get you to feel sorry for them and you take them out for snacks. Okay. So TW isn't really going to have much in the way of light from the fire. Yes, yay for snacks indeed. All right. I lost it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, Xander. Didn't mean to make you hungry. By the way, I had some burgers and fries today, and for lunch I went to Subway and got a half chicken teriyaki and half turkey sandwich. I can be cruel sometimes. Food is usually a win, except when it's seafood. I'm sorry, but seafood, it's not a win. It's just not. Okay. Yes, Drew, I believe that she was asking you to list all your children. Don't be shy. We know that you have a lot. Well, I shall still accept your flipping, Xander, and raise you a bag of Cheetos. What happened that you ended up having to get banned from DeviantArt, Slate? Ah, ah, yeah, that'll do it. Well, also keep in mind, Kelsey, that you have been might busy with classes and internships and lots of other stuff. So it is understandable that you haven't uh, been able to build up a acting resume, as it were. Right. Yeah, that's really all the light that he's gonna get from the fire. That's it. Okay. Well, then it's time to invest. Set up a Kickstarter. Let everybody know that you have a voice that must be shared to act, and all it'll take is $5,000. Yeah, you're gonna be immortalized, Drew. Hmm. I know how that can go, but there are other means that you can go by. That is, if you even want to focus on doing voice acting right now. Well, you had a decent enough mic when we were doing Toda still. Still miss that sometimes. But at least we had a good time while it was going, and we have other things to look forward to. That's good. I don't need the opacity down all that much. So, what all is everybody up to today? How's your weekends? Do anything interesting? Because mine was just work. Well, if it makes you feel any better there, Kelsey, we also forgot to remind you about her. So, yeah, our bad too. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I'll adjust it later. Okay, move on. Yeah, we definitely needed more interaction between the oddest brother sister pairing around. You were stalking people. Ooh, that must not have been fun. Guessing that they were proving a little bit unreliable, as it were. I'm sorry. Um, who's that directed to, Slate? Ah, Enlock is a very good guard dog. Probably the best around. Which is precisely why he's the best guard dog around. I'm not sure that guard dogs tend to use sniper rifles. Hello, Wari. How are you? Okay, what's the joke? Things go okay, Wari. Thank you. I'll go things with you. That is true. People need protecting from Trigger. At least most of the time. Sometimes he could use a little bit of protection himself. He just won't admit it. Because he's stubborn like that. South, how? What did you do? What'd you do? Yes, some things will live in infamy. Oh, that is just not fair. Although I suppose fair is fair considering what I was doing to Xander earlier, so fine. Well, this'll go well. I get it. I get it, Sleep. I do like Cheez-Its too. I don't know. Worry, should she have regrets or no? Nothing you need concern yourself with, Xander. Nah, not for that joke. That one you should regret. You can call them whatever you want, just don't call them late to dinner. Oh, that's cool. I know a lot of folks who are either in or know people who have been in the armed forces. Yeah, so it kind of runs in the blood. Interesting. Okay. Well, I have to imagine that it's not a very comfy throne, It's all just carved rock. It doesn't look like they actually do a good job of doing the carving. In fact, I kind of like the idea that the cave itself is mostly not even something that they made or carved out. They kind of found it. Just like that idea of history to a world. Hmm. Maybe it was this guy down here who ate the Cheetos and cookies. Although cookies is much more Kelsey's thing. Hmm. That's very interesting, Kelsey. Indeed. Right. And needs a little bit more. Hi there, Ty. And why, ow? Did you hurt yourself coming in? Texas can be nice. That part of the country is also good for folks who have allergies, like me. Ooh, never noticed that the feet were disappearing into the floor there. Indeed. That is the danger of being that far south. But depending on where you are, at least it can be a dry heat. Trust me, I will take a dry heat over humidity anytime. Well, I don't think that as commander of a werewolf army, he would be able to skip out on leg day. I kind of imagine that during times of peace, werewolves are still prone to go on hunts and stuff. Yeah, see, the Wari knows what is going on there. Humidity is no good. And yet somehow people still skip leg day. I've heard of the miracle that is Mylar. Does that count? Huh? Maybe you'll be able to. Aw, never mind then. Well, hopefully that means that they'll be replacing it with something better. Oh, oh, there you go. The army, there to save you once again. Yes, Mr. Warrenot? Yes. He's not a king, and he will slap you if you call him such. Oh dear. Well, I'll take your word for it then. Well, at least until they build the Starship Enterprise. Aw, there you go, Wari. You made a new friend. A best friend. Yes, kings are awesome, but TW doesn't really care about being a king, especially since they're the ones who usually have the most assassination plots plotted against them. Doesn't need that kind of stress in his life. Yes. Yeah. Well, he does care about a few more things than his thighs, you know. I actually like to think that the werewolf transformation just automatically kind of gives a much better muscle tone and size. Who knows what he actually looks like when he's in human form? Maybe he has the skinniest chicken thighs going in the entire kingdom. And besides, nobody has nicer thighs than Black Widow. That is true, Kelsey. That might be why you only get to see a little tuft of it down over here. All right. So, yes. Not in the thigh department. I'm sorry, but Black Widow reigns. Although for some reason now I can't remember the name of her actress. Dang it. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe it's because of the yeast type. I mean, I think that some beers use yeast. I'm not sure. Thank, thank you, Scarlett Johansson. can't wait for Infinity War. Although I feel like with Infinity War coming out, Black Panther might just get kind of overlooked. I know that it's coming out next month, but I only just saw a commercial for it. All right. Yeah, that's. Oh yeah. How is the beer bread? Not much for beer, so. Okay, enjoy, Slate. Let me watch it. Oh, 7. Cool. Is that your Homer Simpson impression there, Xander? Or are you just genuinely saying beer? Yes, the show that will never die. Ever. 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 Because I will only accept one or the other. You can't have it both ways. This is not Burger King. Soda is good. And not quite. See, well, Futurama is made by the same folks as Simpsons, so I guess it's kind of in the same vein. But Simpsons, wait a minute, Futurama did end. Anyway, um, now Simpsons is just a show that I don't like it. I do kind of appreciate some of what it's been able to do for its legacy, but for the most part, at this point, it's just running on its own legacy. It it even fans of the show say that it's basically a walking corpse. Anything by Seth MacFarlane should have been killed a long time ago. What's really scary is that the man tried to get the rights to do a Flintstones reboot. Hate to see how that would have ended up. Well, if you do, let us know how that goes, Ty. What's weird is that South Park is the one that everybody says is the good one. I don't see where. See, Xander, he apparently perked up when you mentioned that show. Yeah, see, I can appreciate that passion there. I can't like South Park either. Simpsons, I can respect to a point. South Park, I can't. Did you ever start with any of those shows, Ty? Sometimes, sometimes not. I think it had the benefit of starting the earliest in the 80s. So they still had some areas that they at least knew they couldn't go. But that also opened up the floodgates. And hilarious is a subjective term. They have some funny bits. Steamed hams. That one's kind of clever. I wonder if they're trying to work out another movie. Yeah, technically that is true, Xander. But to each their own tastes, and not everybody enjoys some areas that you can go. Yeah, apparently the folks who made the Simpsons movie also apparently they made enough material in the script for the first one that they could have made a sequel right on the spot. And I've never even watched that movie, so I don't know why I know trivia about it. Okay. So I did watch the Food Network Cake Challenge that was associated with that. I enjoyed those things. That was always fun. I don't even know if they still do those. Again, I haven't been able to check out Food Network for a while. I think that niche uh, kind of went away though. All right, that shading looks okay. And welcome back, Slate. Hope everything is okay over there. Well, I'll start crying if she starts streaming, because I know that if she starts streaming, you people are going to go over there to her, because she's more entertaining than I am. Then again, I'm not really doing this for the views. If I was, I think that I'd be doing some crazier junk than just sharing the progress on this picture. I can't do it for the vine. The vine is dead. And it will never come back. For better or worse. Crazier junk, like, I have no idea because I don't do crazy junk. So I would probably need to look up what other people are doing and say, I'm going to do that, but 10 times worse. Yes, you missed me working on his biceps. Okay, so let's increase the opacity. There we go. And yet, interestingly, despite his sexy size, still no girlfriend. Sorry, Ty, I didn't mean to break you. Neat. Any any other firearms in particular that you have a wish list to be able to practice with? Not not bad stats there, Slate. And how is the movie, Ty? I everything that I've heard about it so far says that it's been really good. Alright. Yeah, I can't say that I've ever even held a gun sander. I have used a compound bow in the past, but that's about it. Yeah, we share the same birthday month there, Slate. I turn older sooner than you do. Mine is towards the beginning of the month. No, I'm not saying when. I like to deny the reality at least a little bit. Especially since this year I'm leaving the 20s behind me. I've never really been that into firearms, so no, afraid that I do not worry. Yeah, Drew, we are now going to be considered the old fogies by a bunch of these folks. Ah. Well, I say language. Yes, you did. But if you were to actually do that out in the field, you know that I'd throw a cap shield at you saying language. I've only seen Zac Efron in one thing. I was in High School Musical. I've never seen any of those movies, and I don't even remember what it was that I saw Zac Efron in. Was he in Hairspray? I forget. Yes, Andrew, I'm sure that you haven't. Oh, okay. Yeah, he was a big pile of nothing. So, Hairspray was a good movie. I really like the girl that they got to play the lead. She had great energy about her. It was one of those movies where it looked like everybody involved just had a lot of fun making it. Although I'm still very, very grateful that they never had John Travolta and Christopher Walken actually kiss. I think that would have kind of ruined the movie for me. Like, there are just some things I don't need to see. Please. I don't know who's actually playing in the latest Broadway show. Okie dokie. Hope you get nice and clean there, Slate. Ladder 49. I'm gonna say no. At the very least, I can't say that I remember seeing it. I see. Oh, okay. Interesting. That might be something that my dad wants to check out then, because my grandfather on his side was chief fireman for a good chunk of his career. Okay, thank you very much for the recommendation then. What's that, Ty? Well, the first one was fairly successful. I can't remember if they already made a second one or not. Okay. Well, considering all the craziness that's going on in the world, I guess they figure well, little bit more of that, yeah, it can't really hurt. Because Kevin Sorbo has influence, and it doesn't really cost that much to make those movies. And at the very least, they're better than a plethora of other Christian films that have been made in the past couple of decades, like Left Behind. Seriously, just watching the trailers for the Nick Cage version of that was pretty bad. Well, there are two different versions of the Left Behind movies. Either you have the original adaptations, which was spearheaded by Kirk Cameron and I think TBN, and yeah, they look like they weren't very well made. The biggest one I think was the third one, which had Lou Gossett Jr. in it, and that one ended up drawing controversy because it dared to have violence. interesting considering that it's supposed to be about the end of the world. Then you had the Nick Cage version, which came out 2015, I think. Yeah, I think 2015. And everybody agreed that that was one of the worst movies that came out that year. It was laugh out loud, hilarious at best. And even Christian said that it got painful with its preachiness. Mm-hmm. Well, look, unfortunately, some Christian groups, despite the fact that they keep on saying they want Hollywood to make films for them, anytime Hollywood starts to, they end up creating more of a ruckus, telling them, no, we don't want it. Like Evan Almighty. It's not a great film, but it's fine as a family film. Leans towards the environmental message a little heavily, but people were actually taking issue with it, despite the fact that I don't remember any controversy coming up for Bruce Almighty because they gave God a face. And this was even on Focus on the Family's part. And I was just like, really? Really? You guys are shooting yourselves in the foot. Uh, Whatever. I think I'm gonna change to Thrash Blend. Yeah, not special. Not much special about them. Bruce Almighty, I think it is probably a little bit better. Um, Knowing that was another Nick Cage movie where just that select group of kids was selected by a bunch of aliens to be taken away before uh, the Earth was engulfed by a solar flare or something. Nick Cage, yeah. Yeah, Nick Cage was into some weird stuff at that time. I think he still is. Actually, I don't even know what the last movie is that he worked on. I know that there was supposed to be a Crudes 2, but that ended up getting canned. But when DreamWorks got bought out, which is too bad. I liked the first Crudes movie. I thought that was actually kind of clever. Whereas half the fun did come from picturing Nick Cage in the recording booth doing the caveman sounds and Nick Caging it up. Which movie was strange, Wari? Knowing or The Crudes? Ah, yeah, it does seem like the kind of film that Shyamalan would be involved in, but nope. I think he was too busy with Lady in the Water. Oh, but Wari, I thought you liked signs. One of your favorites, isn't it? Along with the village. Hey, y if you think about it, them having trouble with pantry doors actually does make sense. Because if you're an alien and you're going to another planet and you you didn't bother spending any time actually studying the planet that you're invading, and you came across their doors, how would you know how to open them, huh? Huh? Did you ever think about that? It makes perfectly logical sense that they would have trouble with pantry doors. How would they know that they're supposed to push them? Hmm? Or pull them? Welcome back, Slate. I think Shyamalan should be praised for his realization of this oversight in most sci-fi adventures. Maybe they were studying deserts. Or they accidentally landed in places where there were cornfields and stuff. Maybe they're from a planet where the plant plant life and all life in general is calcium based rather than carbon based. They would require water. The War of the Worlds movie, I think that it had some good ideas, but it was too heavily influenced by the political climate that was going on at the time with the War on Terror and the 9/11 attacks and such. It got distracted. Because of that, it forgot to focus on character development and stuff like that. As for Mars Attacks, I know it by reputation. I've never actually seen it. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. Yeah, all I know is that Tom Jones was in it thanks to Nostalgia Critic. Why Tom Jones was in it, I have no idea. Uh, yes. Ah, okay. You're leading to something, Worry. Aha. Mhm. Yeah, that's what he was trying to do, but I think that he didn't know how to properly satirize the 50s B movies and ended up just making a modern B movie. That's not the way to do it. And as for Battlefield Earth, well, I don't think it was spreading the gospel of Scientology. Or at least, not the way that it was envisioned. Kung Fury. New. I'm afraid I haven't delved much into B movie territory. Something wrong, Worry? Oh dear. Everybody run. I think that Warrenot is about to explode. We apparently should have watched Kung Fury. Or at least I should have watched Kung Fury. Yep. Never mind. It's against everybody. Well, I've heard of it. Never watched it. No, there's no calming him down when he gets like this. He's just gonna blow. And there's no stopping it. I recommend grabbing popcorn though. It can be entertaining. No, come on, Wari. You were supposed to have a big tantrum and blow up and stuff. then you just gotta go and ruin the ride. And hello, train. Yes, anywho, what? Yay, you caught it. Cooking meat with a flamethrower. Hmm. Well, here's another question then to anybody. Have you ever tried searing a steak in liquid metal? Hey there, Gary. It's not that late. It's only 9:40 here. So, and considering the fact that we used to work together until the wee hours of the morning, I think that this is actually still fairly early. How's it going over there? You doing your cause? Oh, that's right. Never mind. Uh, are you showing your kids the wonder that is Tiger Wolf? Because you should. You know you should. Just none of those plans for world domination with him, please. Oh, phooey on the legalization on flamethrowers. World needs more flamethrowers and jetpacks. I think it would certainly cut down on time taken. All right. Well, we now all have a cause that we wish to join. We must start a march on Washington to legalize flamethrowers once again. Okay, start coming up with all different uh, ways that a flamethrower can be used for good things. You know, we need to create a solid argument. Oh, come on. Well, it doesn't have to be legalized as a weapon. A flamethrower could be used as a multifunction tool or cooking appliance. You need to think creatively about these things. I think the train is angry now. It's useful anytime that the power goes out. Can light all the candles and the fireplace and your house all in one fell swoop. If there's a hornet's nest in your backyard, hmm? Oh yes. Yes, I know. Unfortunately, I live right next to a bunch of railroad tracks, and the trains like to make their runs kind of late. Well, roasting marshmallows would technically fall under the cooking category there, Slate. So I think that um, we need to increase the scope. Ah. And Lupine is the character that Warnock played in the Tale on the Air series for the superhero roleplay. He played the Divine Lupine. I was Hybrid. It was a lot of fun. Yes, the Divine Lupine was very good, but he wouldn't have gone anywhere without Hybrid. He looked up to him. Hybrid was up to the challenge of being such a major inspiration. No, 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 Xander. See, it appears that way to the untrained eye, but in reality, no. Hybrid was the one that was looked up to, not the other way around. Shut up, Ty. Why? What? I'd prefer him to be remembered for the maple syrup thing. Yeah, I miss it too. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to bring it back. I softened that leopard up for you. I needed to let you boost your confidence a little bit. You were having a bad day. Couldn't even throw a grappling hook correctly. Glad that Raymond isn't here. He'd be demanding payment again for burning down his establishment. No, you just threw it and it landed on my head. Did not do it 3 times. That sounds like a gross power. No, Drew, don't say yes. Blood bending is against the law. No. I don't even watch that flippin' show and I know that. Yes, I'm sure she could have, but she didn't, did she? And she didn't say, "Hey, I can wear it instead." No. He was too busy laughing. Poor hybrid's misfortune. Everybody is. Dance, monkey, dance. Mm-hmm. Yes, but remember who was actually able to fly that helicopter? It wasn't you. Greetings, GeoWolf. I'm kicking you from the stream or not. I don't like you anymore. No, it's fun at my expense. And I think that I have paid enough. Concede what? That a hybrid is your punching bag? Yes, I concede that. I don't know how it happened either. You just kind of became the beast boy of the show. Oh, that is good news, bro. Drink lots of it, just not too hot. Remember, you need it warm. You don't need to burn your throat. Uh, well, I thank you for that much, Warrenot. And down there, Ty, down. The tea is necessary for our brother Drew. He had a very grueling day today. Well, so far things are going good over here. How about with yourself? Wow, I don't think that you should have said anything there, Drew. First, Slate decided that he wanted to steal from you. Now, Ty, I hope that you have some boards to board up your house or something. Yes, but I imagine that he also would have been ready to berate the hybrid for throwing the sword away. So, bit of a mixed bag there for him. Well, okay then. If you're sure, bro. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Please do. And make sure that you share when you do. Well, there. Okay. Just keep on adding more and more dark to them. I'm guessing that you had a message there, but is YouTube not working correctly? Whoops. Okay then. There you go. I threw it because I thought that it was an excellent strategy trying to get rid of those bozos who are attacking. Okay? Okay? I'm not sure if you can actually murder somebody once you get up to heaven. I think the statute of that ability runs out at that point. Alright, I think that is all about do it for this part. A little. Well, that depends. How long do you think this has been going on there, Fox? Because you guys started at what, 7? Yeah, no, she be asleep right now. Well, all you need to do is drink it, put in more water and some more tea, and you're good. Yeah, I didn't actually get started until almost 9 o'clock. I had some stuff that I needed to take care of before I actually got going. I didn't say that I was starting at 7. I just said that I was starting later. Don't be scared of Trace. And oh my gosh, again, I did it again. Darn it. take care of this pit a little bit. When did wolves stop just being wolves? I don't know. In my day, wolves, they just howled, they hunted, and ran in the woods, that kind of stuff. Now they can shoot trees and grow caves, and I don't know what else. All right. Okay, that's it for the fire section of the lighting. Now, part two. Okay, I know where to place the blame then. Azure Hal, I must speak with her. Okay. Hey, don't me. Well, isn't love all that you need? Really? That's pretty intense. You know, Yes, you struck out from canine soiree and are now going for cats. Eventually, you're just going to see the light and do what I did, combine the two into the ultimate life form. I have no idea what that was. Yes, I know that you have already made a hybrid. However, it is not an ultimate hybrid of canine and feline. Until such a time as that happens, it doesn't count. Yes, the ultimate life form. Because that is what Tiger Wolf is. You know, I know what you were going for there, Ty, but no, I'm not falling for that. You can only deny the truth for so long. Keep on forgetting that turning it at an angle makes the brush go weird. Well, I didn't intend for that to happen. Hey, if if you're referring to me as the Tiger Wolf, I do have a tail. It's just that it was torn off. This version of Tiger Wolf didn't suffer the same fate. See, tail right back here. Oh, it's nice and fluffy. If I could just get the picture straight. Yes, I did have a tail. Here, I can even pull up a reference. Just give me a sec. Oh, that's pretty neat, Slate. How did the Fortnite go, Fox? Did you guys win this time? Maybe. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay. So excuse the extreme close up on Tiger Wolf, but right here, you see this nub right here? that is where the tail was torn off. And right here, I give an example of what the normal TW tail would look like. Right there. You see? Tail. So there. Considering how many players get into that thing. Well, better to run and hide and possibly win than to go around screaming and trying to shoot everybody that you possibly can and ending up going nowhere. So yes, I have proven that the tiger wolf does have a tail. Just taken from him. So bleh. I'm sorry, you want to what? Yeah, technically there are two different versions of TW. Oh, sorry, bro. Yeah, that stinks. Welcome back, Kelsey. Thank you, Xander. This is why you're fun to keep on these chats. Mm. And with that, the chat has gone into an awkward silence. No, no, not really sarcasm, no. Ty, Xander, you get over there right now. Ty, you first. Why not? Okay, Xander just did the Darth Vader no. No. Come here, Warrenot. I think that you need a little bit of soap. Thank you very much, Ty. I didn't think that you were being facetious, sarcastic, or anything. Sweet. You do realize that the scythe is actually a very terrible weapon, don't you? It looks cool, kind of, but in reality, it doesn't really function that well as a weapon. That's because it's a farm tool. Pistols and swords? So you want to stay in the Bloodborne world then, Ty? Okay. Have a good night there, Slate. Thanks for joining. Well, it's true that any weapon is better than no weapon. Um, so yeah, if the scythe is what's available, then clearly you would want to use that for whatever you are using it for. Hopefully, it's nothing evil. Okay, gotta detail those pecs. All right, and I think I would be scared of or not in Fortnite or PUBG. Because I'm remembering when you were doing Divine Lupine in the tank and how much fun you were having then. Um, I wouldn't want to be in a battle arena with you. You know that he would hot dog it. Friends, allies, there are no allies in this kind of game. This is the Hunger Games, and only one will stand. I thought you actually got into a regular tank. Excuse me? Fine, whatever. And maybe at some point there, Fox. No, I don't. And you know I don't. I believe he just went, yes. Locke isn't a character in his own right, so I don't think that he counts as a class. Oh, welcome back then, Slate. See, there you go. Okay. This needs a little bit more along here. Let's get rid of that. Ah, there you are, Drew. Yeah, that sounds about right for the class role that Trigger would be. Hybrid? He's a little tough there. Yeah, I guess so. He could technically qualify as a tank. He's just not as powerful as Kodiak. Yeah, that sounds about right for the little fluffinator. I will discover her secrets, though. She's hiding something. I know it. The truth is out there. Shrink that down. All right. Frankman is a class unto himself. Do not even bother trying to. He breaks all the rules of any established RPG. Spend too much time trying to analyze the Frankman, and you will only drive yourself insane. Pun Guardian, not entirely. He can be classified as a mage. Because at least he has a set of rules that he does have to abide by. Frankman does not. suppose so. That is true. Okay. Nearly forgot that Corona is giving off its own glow, so there does need to be some backlighting coming off from here as well. I guess it depends on how shade ultimately operates. Okay, that's that looks pretty good. Would he be a Ranger of the North? Maybe he could go by Strider. I will not shove it. Lord of the Rings is something that I adore, and I will reference it as much as I like. Do I look like I care if I make a stupid joke? Well, you don't know because I'm not doing a face reveal here. Hmm, that sounds familiar. All right. Oh, that's right. I haven't started on the shade part. Pop. Okay. Well, bunnies can be a lot more dangerous than what some people might give them credit for. Just ask Monty Python. They were not prepared. And they paid. Oh, how they paid. Well, Shade, just having psychotic split personalities is just the thing to do these days. It makes you cool. Hey. What's there, Fox? Well, storms come, storms go. So long as you bless the rains down in Africa, I guess it's okay. Yay. I can confirm that he does indeed have a fedora and that he does enjoy wearing it often. Now, do you have a true fedora slate or is it a trilby? A lot of people do get them mixed up. Excellent. I do not have a fedora. That's generally aren't my thing. How many trilbies does one person need? Ah, well, no wonder you and Fox ended up hitting it off. You both like foxes, he likes fedoras, you like hats. It just works. How'd that go? So, if people didn't give you candy, I'm guessing that they got a face full of lead. Okay, I see how that goes. Takes the whole idea of trick or treating a little bit to the extreme, but I, I guess it. Yeah, okay. I can see. Desperate times, desperate measures. Your dentist must have been very, very pleased. Well, that's too bad. You could have really cleaned up if you did have one. Preferably not actually smoking, but you know. How many Al Capones were there in your neighborhood that year? The director, mage, wizard. Well, then I think it's safe to say that you are already the best Al Capone. Well, just remember to pay your taxes. Probably why I don't see many bubblegum cigars being sold in a lot of stores where I live anymore. All right. That just about does it. I still need to do the shading on the tail and the armor pieces, but that's just about it. Hey, I think I'm going to be ending the stream in a few minutes. Just going to finish softening up the shadows a little bit. Now, this isn't the time that he drops off yet. that that won't happen until later. No, that's it's a little much. Hmm. Darn it. Okay, this one's a little confusing. Oh, there we go. I know the feeling, but unfortunately, that's one of those things that life don't give you a choice, buddy. Believe me, I know how that feels. I feel that way most of the time I have to go into work. I don't know many people that do. You're the first person I know who has said that they actually miss college, Ty. Most people I know are like, thank God that's over. Alright. Yeah, see? The fox has the typical response. I think most people will be ready for something to be over after 4 or 5 years. Hey, oh dear, this is starting to get physical. Seems that we got a lot of different opinions about these different phases of education. Hmm. So many fedoras for a single head. All right. All right. I think that that's going to do it for the night. Thanks for joining everybody. I think that I only have enough in this to work on a couple more sessions. So you all have a good night and hope that I'll be seeing you soon. Although probably not a whole lot this week, considering the fact that I'm working nearly every single day. Only day off I have is Friday. Pray for me. Have a good one and take care.